Previously on Will Save. Our trio tangle with a twosome of Tashtari and tussle their way through another tumultuous combat, testing the limits of their trio's intrepidness. True to form, Rick lets loose and puts an end to these dogs' abuse by loosening one hound from his head, decapitating the diamond dog after several rounds of combat. With one Tashtari down, the crew makes a hasty retreat back into the comms room as Heerz and Chad try to trick the Tashtari into giving up its ambitions of becoming a corpse, only to witness another green orb transporting the beast out of reach. Will our triumvirate live to tell the tale of their test lab triumphs, or are these troubadours about to sing the blues? Find out this time on Will Save.
Question for you three people. Have I told you about the power of a good
What?
A like good what?
A grunt?
Just a good you know? Yeah. It's so versatile. It's
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's like skeptical. Yeah. Upset. You know? Yeah.
Or like,
Excited. Yeah. Curious.
It's very Witcher of you.
It's very Geralt.
Geralt.
It's very true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
That's what he does all the time.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he took that from me though. But
He stole that from John.
he did.
Yeah.
He did. But it's just such a versatile way of communicating.
That's true. And this mad sword fighting skills too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. You know me. All the swords and hanging here.
It's an inaudible word, or what
It's
is
an
the
utterance,
classification
I
of
think.
that? It's an inaudible.
No, I think it's an utterance.
It's an onomatopoeia? No, that's a word that
No.
sounds
No,
like...
it's not. That's the
It's an utterance.
yeah.
Utterance.
It's just
I'm
some
pretty
sort of
sure.
like-
Onomatopoeia is wordplay, basically.
An interjection?
I don't think so.
Like buzz. Yeah.
Utterance is
Look at us. Slowly becoming a podcast about words.
I know. Just hold on. I'm just going to Google... Did you ever find if cantrip is in... We never asked. I'm just going to ask on Discord.
If it's in Starfinder or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the technical term? Is to use cantrip, or is it 0th level spell? Write in, dear listener. Send us a letter to our address. We don't have an address. Don't do that. Nor do we have a PO box, so don't do that either. But we will.
963.
Yeah. So
New York City, New York State, 10108.
well, that
Throwback to
What?
Nickelodeon there.
okay. This is what it
what
is.
throwback was that? Okay,
That was
okay.
Stick Stickley's song. Write to me, Stick Stickley.
I have the
Wait,
definition.
PO Box 963.
963.
Kelly has the knowledge.
Yes.
All right, I have the knowledge. So, grunts are defined as relatively short monosyllabic utterances. It's an utterance. You noobs, you plebes.
According to dictionary, I just typed in definition, and it says it's an exclamation.
But that's not
I started looking it up, Kelly, and I will post the link later, but I stumbled upon how to use non-linguistic utterances to convey emotion in child-robot interaction white paper.
Thank you for that very specific.
How to use non-linguistic utterances to convey emotion in child-robot interaction.
Wow.
You'll find this white paper linked on our website shortly, I'm sure. at the release of this episode.
That is great.
It has to go on the website.
Yes. Fascinating.
Incredible. It's
But
so
that will be a thing, though. Child-robot interactions, so it's good they're writing papers on it. And all.
And it should be non-linguistic.
Like, so
Yep.
non-linguistic
Should,
meaning, gestures and stuff like that.
Yeah. Utterances. Go fig.
Exclamations.
An exclamation, it could be maybe called an exclamation too, maybe. I don't know.
Is there a favorite word that somebody has or favorite utterance now besides
Can't say I have.
Idiosyncratic.
Great word.
That is a good... Okay, so words, huh?
Or utterances. See? See?
I mean,
Really
I have
comes into
like
play.
my common one is say again because I can never hear anybody the first time. My brain kind of functions slow. I think like I'm slow to receive information, and so I have to process it. So by the time I say again, then my brain goes like, "Oh, that's what they said."
Yeah.
and it's like never mind. I don't.
Well,
Your
that
input
could
stream is limited for your
Yeah.
Your input stream is limited.
limited bandwidth.
Yeah.
Nah,
I
you
think so.
smart. You smart. You launch SpaceX rockets. Come on, you're good. But
There's no doubt he's smart.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
just the input
You're
stream's
good.
low.
His processing
Okay.
speed is hindered, though.
Yeah.
I see. It's a hardware upgrade
You need an M1 chip, Kev.
He's like a CISC. He's like a CISC chip, and we need like a RISC chip or like an ARM chip.
Yeah, there you go.
for-
Back to the
Okay.
arm that you were talking about
Yeah.
last time, right?
Yeah, that's good. It's good.
I like there's a British sort of expression. I don't know how you would define it, but it says like it might do or I might do. And like on YouTube, most of the people I watch are British.
Could
It just
do.
happens to be that way. Yeah, and that's not considered, I guess, proper American English. But I do say that a lot often as a result. I say, "Does it work this way?" Someone will ask. I'd be like, "It might do." You know.
Indubitably.
Yeah, that kind of thing. If there are any of our listeners in the
Might
UK,
Could do.
Could do.
feel free to comment.
do.
Yeah, there could be.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that wouldn't work in that
Yeah,
case.
no. Kev.
I don't. Time's like slipping by so fast, and I don't want to forget. But happy birthday, Will! Your birthday was yesterday.
Oh,
Yes,
thanks.
it
happy
was.
birthday, Will.
Yeah. Happy.
Do we need to sing it to you?
birthday.
Will, you don't
Look
seem
at that
excited.
excitement.
That's an interjection.
I'm hopefully.
Do you hear it
Hopefully,
in his voice?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
How old are
hopefully
you
what?
now? 48.
500 years old.
500 years old.
Well, Shars live a long time.
I'm hoping that my MacBook finally arrived.
That's your present. There
Yeah,
it is.
to myself that I put a lot of money down for. Oof.
That's a great present. It's a great present. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, dude. It's good to recognize our wonderful Will's birthday.
Thank you. No relation to the podcast naming.
None at all.
Should be known.
None at all.
I sort
Two
of think
totally
it is.
different families.
Yeah. Two families of Wills.
Two families of Wills. True test of Will. Yes.
Thanks for all the happy birthday wishes, though, from everyone.
Of course. I'm sure that as soon as people are hearing this right now, they're jumping on Discord. They're sending all the gifts,
Yeah, they're blowing it up.
all the emojis. And I'd be really surprised
All
if they
our
didn't.
happy sponsors are sending us all kinds of cool stuff in the mail.
Yep.
I know.
Yep,
Will's gotten
exactly.
so much
Had
Dr.
beautiful
Pepper.
dice and yeah, so much Dr. Pepper.
It still sends me a beer.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. That's great. I want to hear that story.
For your birthday?
I mean, we should bleep out.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just put
Bleep
that.
still sends me beer.
Yeah, that's it. Who?
Who? Find out next time on Will's.
Find out in Discord.
On Beer Save.
Find out
on
our
Beer
Discord.
Save.
Get behind the scenes.
So we're yeah.
Yeah.
I was to say we're beginning our second year essentially now. Last year was our anniversary episode.
Yeah, this is
so that was kind
our
of
0 year.
yeah.
This is year 1.
this is our
one.
first year.
Year 2. Well, I guess last one was year 2, but this is the real true year 2 episode. So thank you all for
Yes.
being
Yes.
so awesome.
I think this is year 1.
Because the race started 0. So
Race
this
started
is year
The
1.
race started 0.
Yes. Thank you everyone for being
because
fantastic.
Will wants to go back in time and not be 48. Yeah.
Yeah. Not be 500, just be 499.
499
Yeah.
is a good number.
Yeah.
I mean, for an Osharu, 500 is nothing, but,
Yeah, Will's still very
What
moist
do
and
I know?
everything, as you can tell. Dr. OK is.
Skincare game's on point.
Also, possibly
Well,
cut this, but apologies.
I think we should just
There's definitely a lag
Keep
on my
trying.
end, so I'm very sorry. If this becomes a problem, I will do something. So if I'm interrupting you, it's not on purpose.
It's all good. Do you want to disconnect and
I am going to do that. I'll be right back.
I think what will happen is that in the episode, as soon as Kelly is like, hey guys, I'm going to disconnect, I'll play something for 5 seconds and then I'll be like, hey, Kelly's back.
Kelly's back!
Kelly's back.
Hello. All right, nice.
Marco.
Polo. Great. Fantastic. Look at us killing it. All right, so let's play. Let's jump in.
Play.
Let's do it. It's been a week since you took out some laser wolves.
Just
Am
one.
I right?
The other one got away.
That's very true. One got away. The one that got away.
The one that got
Wait,
away.
I have a question just
Episode title.
about the effectiveness of the ghost thing so that I know for the future. Did that have any effect whatsoever on pushing that wolf to get the hell out of there, or that was totally just a coincidence?
That totally helped.
Okay, cool. All right,
Yeah.
sweet. I might.
That's always
going to
help.
then.
If I hadn't just beasted those saves from before, yeah, I mean that would absolutely help.
Dope.
So, yeah, so that's always going to help.
Yay, ghost sound.
Yeah, ghost sound. So, the big question for you all right now is, what are you going to do next? You are armed with information now, the most dangerous weapon. Because now you know that you need to escape this place. And the only way to do that is by shutting down, fixing, repairing something to stop these reactors, one in particular, from melting down. Right now, I'm going to move you over to the page on roll 20. And last week, you left armed with that knowledge, went into the hallway. 2 green portals come out. 2 Tashtaris, laser wolves, come out. Pretty, not as crazy fight, but definitely a fight to get your jimmies up a little bit. Get a little nervous. Keep you on edge.
Nervous in the service.
Nervous in the service. That's the official military motto. And thanks to some clever thinking, thanks to some smart tactics, and some great hits, you kill one of them, scare the other one off, realizing probably best. And it disappears into the green portal down the hall. You are currently inside a room with Bernice, Dr. OK, Rick, and Heerz. The guardian robot is still over on the floor. The door is closed. Somehow, you all need to move. You need to find out where to go. What are your thoughts? What do you want to do?
I was going to ask, did the stewards tell us kind of a general direction of where the thing was from where we were? I don't recall.
Pretty
I think
sure
they did.
You were talking to Shay, and pretty sure Shay let you know that basically, assuming that where you are at is at all like where they're at, then the reactors seem to be on a lower level, so you need to look for a place to go down, and probably some sort of a shaft, probably some tunnels. It's probably something.
That's right.
And you need to find that.
We have open communication with them. Like, we have this terminal, but also I think our comm devices are connected to
We
them.
do.
aren't
And I wonder if they're listening to that whole fight going like, oh God, these guys are going to die.
they? Yeah, they probably were thinking that, like we were for sure. I Heerz wants to communicate with them. He asked an important question to ask. So he's going to try to do that.
Okay. So
I'll use the terminal so I can see the face since we're here.
Did you move us to the map?
Oh.
Okay.
You know what?
I didn't know if I was just delayed.
Thanks for keeping me on my toes, Kev. That's my combat. keep me on my
That's
toes.
Does anyone have any other thoughts before I do this? I know I'm jumping into an action here. So
How does Heerz say that?
Heerz says, like,
I need to know if it's safe for us to take some time to recover, so I want to call them real quick, ask them, because they know better
Well, no.
the situation that we're...
They did tell us that the reactors were gonna. Well, Rick will say, like, they informed us that these reactors are going to go through the sanitation process in 24 hours.
well, that gives us enough time to sleep.
Or
If it only takes the rest of that time to get to.
I'm just saying, like, Heerz just saying, like,
I'm useless unless I sleep. We have 24 hours. I feel like we cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time. I want to make sure we live long enough to shut these things down. And at the rate that things are going, we're running into enemy after enemy around every corner. I don't want that to happen again and be unprepared. You're also not that well right now, Rick.
That is very true. I just don't know if we have enough time remaining.
I want to gamble that we do. Not to be, yeah.
Well, you said you were
So-
going to ask that, right? So
I'm gonna ask. So here's like dials up the frequency.
okay, you walk over to the communication, dial up the frequency. What do you say? The line opens. The comm opens.
Do we see anyone? Is she there?
Are you?
Oh, here's just says
Hello? Hello?
like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the first face that pops up that you see is the face of Narla. Her face pops up.
Yes. You have a question.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you think... you said, right, that it's going to be about 24 hours before these reactors blow. Is that right?
That is a possibility. I am not on the whatever it is, but that is a possibility.
And right as
Okay.
she says that, Shay's face also pops up. And he says,
Yeah, from what I'm looking at here, it could be less. And I'm getting nervous the closer that I'm getting to this reactor that it could be less.
All right, how much less are we talking?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist who knows reactors. I think... What are you trying to get at here?
A lot of us are pretty weathered, and we don't know if we're going to be able to get through any more enemies at this point. We've encountered so many in such a short amount of time in a small amount of locations. We're worried we can't survive long enough to help you. So, can you advise?
hold on, let me just teleport you some
Yeah, that would be great.
healing serums.
You just get us.
Do you like mangoes?
Here's some spell cash.
Will this ship take a whole day to go through?
Yeah,
Look.
how far away is it? Are these
Look.
reactors?
The reactors are on a lower level.
Uh-huh.
I don't think the footprint of where you're at, if it's similar to where we are, is that big. But I get it. I've lost people already. I understand.
Oh, jeez.
This is a dangerous place. We're in a tight spot. I want to help you out, and I think Narla does too. But I'm worried something could happen. If you're going to take this chance, then let me know, and we will do our best to cover you, to try and hold things off. I don't know what that means, but we need to get out of here. That's my MO. Get out of here. Turn off these reactors as fast as possible.
All right. Heerz just turns around and looks at the crew, and he's like,
This is for me, but for us too. But it's a hard decision, so I'll leave it up to you to vote in on it, because I can't obviously unilaterally make that decision to rest.
Dr. Okay, what are your thoughts?
I don't know if we have enough time to go through this whole mess.
I mean, a rest looks really nice as I look at my stamina and everything else going on.
Yes, we can rest.
"Whoa, wow! I wasn't
My
expecting
vote.
that."
We just have to double time it to downstairs. Let's try and I don't know.
Narla
Move on the go.
Narla chimes in and says,
There will be plenty of accommodations as soon as you are aboard the Void Crier. I can assure you of that.
Void Crier.
But until you get here, we don't have anything to help you. My resources are already stretched with Shay and making sure they get back as well.
Does Dr. OK need a rest?
How you doing, Doc?
I have full stamina from the 10-minute, but I am down below my middle in hit points, and I could use some resolve points as well.
so you do have serums of healing. You do have the relax you. Obviously, this place is like, you might find other things, you might not. That's just to let you know, just to remind you that you have resources. That's not to influence you in any way. That's just to say that you do still have those as well. Because obviously, even with a long rest, you won't necessarily get all your hit points back. So,
No.
yeah. Shay jumps in. Look, we're really dealing with a lot here. Let me know if you're going to do this or not. I got to get back to it. I'll see you.
No,
Yeah.
no, wait.
Wait.
Do
Okay.
you know if there's anyone else here, anyone that you're aware of that we're going to encounter?
Tell us which monsters are where.
They know some They might know something.
I don't know. This place seems pretty f***ed up. I'm not going to lie to you.
Wow.
Crazy idea, but what if this is all just part of the simulation?
I think it is. That's true. But
like the stewards aren't actually communicating with us.
oh my
It's-
God, don't do this.
It's
to
like
me.
the Greys have a program.
I can believe it for the portals and the way that they work and everything. It's like some stupid game, and the kids are laughing at us from that like flashback.
Look, the kids are laughing at Heerz.
They're like dumb.
The laughter rings in your ears. Yeah.
Just see Heerz going through this internal turmoil right now, and they're like the entire time.
Do you have fear of dogs, Heerz? Is that what's up? No.
Let's not talk about it.
As it chases them through the alleys of Castrovel.
He says, Shay jumps back and says, look, I need to get back to it. Let Narla know, or me if you really want to, but let Narla know what's going to happen. Also, yeah, let us know if you like mangoes, because we have a lot of mangoes on the Void Crier. So if we get out of here, mangoes will be really nice to eat. You know what I'm
Weirdest conversation I've had in a while, but thanks.
saying? All right. Appreciate you too. Cuts out.
If we are going to rest, we need to barricade these doors. But then again, what if these things can just materialize in the room with us?
Then I have a mechanical question. Can you wake up like when you're aware of like the presence of like something?
Yeah, I think you would
Sinister
just,
like
you would probably have somebody like take watch, right? I
Right.
feel like that's what you would probably do.
Right. The problem with the watch is that's using more time. That's why I was asking if Dr. OK needs a rest. Because he seemed like pretty beefy, but from his description, maybe not so much. The things, the sort of supplemental like things that we have, like serums, etc., will that be able to like be fine for Dr. OK? I would leave it up to your discretion, Doctor.
I mean, I'd be fine to stay up and take a watch.
Okay. You guys want to do this?
So what are you guys going to do?
Rest?
I think
You're
we're
gonna
leaning
rest?
towards resting. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to do us much good. I feel like we're going to get attacked. But
Should we all rest then?
well, yeah, well, like, we're
yeah.
not going to.
Well, Bernice
It's all or
can
nothing.
guard. Bernice, let's let Bernice guard
Okay.
in that case.
So if need be, Bernice will make a perception check,
yeah,
right? Okay.
exactly. Then that way we all get to rest.
Okay. So, talk to me. Do you guys say anything? What are you thinking? This is a scary, isolating feeling. You're resting in a room that I'm going to just assume that you lock. You have people saying that there's a possible way out, but to get there is going to be hell. And a briefcase is taking watch.
Yeah. Briefcase on monitor mode. Bernice is ready to drop the net that we recovered from.
Oh, to shoot the knife fiber net?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That was my
Okay.
take.
Oh, are the lights still out?
No, the lights came back on.
They're on.
As soon as the dogs disappeared?
No, they came on before the dogs disappeared. They came on.
I don't recall you saying they came back on.
They did when
Yep.
it did like an electrical charge. And
It's cool, Kev. You don't need to call me out on everything.
I was
I know.
I believe you. I'll take your word for it.
I'm messing with you.
Heerz goes under this terminal, like behind this chair, and kind of curls up in a ball, like under the terminal, conveniently
Cries.
C-shaped. Yeah, just cries himself to sleep. He takes some NyQuil.
What are each of you thinking? Do you talk? Do you just? What does that look like?
Rick's gonna like move away from the door for sure.
I don't know. Heerz like reflects on the people that he left behind and are no longer with him. His family. He's a little sad, but he's just worn out, so he drops to sleep pretty quickly.
Fall into a heavy sleep.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay, Rick. Seems like you guys just split off to different corners of the room.
Yeah. Dr. OK, is in the corner. He's checking over Bernice here and there on his remote pad. Tries to get himself sort of comfortable. And he's sort of reflecting on his lost companion and friend, Bushdakis, and his homeworld. And he misses it. He misses being in the comforts of home and in study. And he's, unsure. He recognizes the importance of where he is right now because there's something going on here that touches his world, but he's very off from his normal surroundings. Feels out of. He's nervous.
Makes sense. He's like an academic, and he's here in the middle of all this. Yeah. Bushdakis.
Rick, anything?
Yeah, Rick doesn't really have anything to talk about. He's just focused on surviving, and that's about it.
Okay. Chad disappears. You feel Chad presence leave.
Yeah, he's
been
dead.
a while.
He's gone, I should say. He'll be back later.
You each fall asleep, and I don't know if any of you have any dreams. I would imagine not from the exhaustion. It's just you pass out. Heavy slumber for 8 hours. Dr. OK, you never receive anything from Bernice. There's never any instance you all wake up. The light is now dim, and it seems to be going off a lot more frequently. It seems like this place is starting to kind of come apart. There seems to be some parts of the ceiling. There's some more dust that seems to constantly, every once in a while as it shakes, seems to be falling down. Maybe one of you is one of the last to wake up, but you're woken up because a chunk of rock falls right next to where you are, maybe about the size of your fist, falls next to where you're sleeping. Then you wake up and 8 hours have passed. You've had a long rest.
Feeling refreshed. Heerz stretches.
Everyone okay? Everyone okay?
I'm feeling more relaxed. And I've just been using maybe the on standby mode, but I had the
Relax you.
the relax you.
Yeah.
Just, I hacked it and
ASMR.
made it give more moisture.
Right. Love it. It's just little spritzes every 30 seconds to a minute. Kind of keep you cool. I love it.
That's awesome.
All right, so what's next? You made it through 8 hours.
Heerz will call the other two. I can't remember their names. He's going to call them again.
Narla and Shay.
Real quick. Narla and Shay.
As you look through, you do notice that Narla did send you a message saying, what are you going to do? Because I feel like you didn't tell him, right?
Heerz replies, we slept.
Oh yeah, we would have told them. I think that was just
Hey, Rick, this net, do you have a ranged weapon specialty?
I don't know what that means particularly. Did you find it?
It's the one off the robot. I don't think I can use it.
I'm trying to look it up too.
It's under weapons. It's
Okay.
a one-handed special weapon.
That's just
knife
net though,
fiber
or is
net.
that? Oh, knife fiber. Okay.
NY fiber.
New York Fiber.
The New York Fiber.
You can get it in a New York minute.
Where do you see?
Have it in a New York minute. The New York Fiber one-handed special weapon.
Best one-handed special weapon above 53rd Street.
Ranged weapons, special weapons proficiency required.
Oh, I think what is special weapons proficiency?
I don't know. I'm not a soldier.
Well, that's just a. Man, I was trying to read about resting, and now you're asking me questions about weapons. I guess I can hold on to it. I'll take it from Bernice.
So you have the knife fiber net now?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking like next time maybe try and entangle them in the knife fiber net.
Smart.
It says range special weapons proficiency required, so I guess I don't have that because it's highlighted in red.
More stuff we can't use.
I guess I'll still take it though.
John, did it come with like a weapon to like discharge it?
No, it's just the knife fiber net.
I don't know. It says under the description on Hero Lab, it just says it's a thrown weapon.
Yeah.
But then it says then it also says you need the special weapons.
You're saying that you need a special weapon proficiency to use it?
According to Hero Lab.
Looks like there's a feat for it, special weapon proficiency.
Yeah.
You gain proficiency in a single special weapon of your choice.
Bum, 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 bum.
Wow.
But if any of you want to use a knife fiber net, it will definitely be helpful.
Well, I think I can use it, but it adds all the penalties to it.
Right.
So it gives, according to Hero Lab, I get a +1 for that throw.
Versus
That's-
another.
Versus my regular thrown
Right.
attack is +5. So I think you take a -4 to use it.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Probably,
Dope.
Still worth it. Could be great.
maybe. Except for the DCs are probably
14.
Well, it's just to hit, right?
No. I mean, it's got like
I think you're looking at DC to disentangle or
to
whatever.
break it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's after it hits
But
them.
it's 10 feet, I thought. Or is it multiple squares? No.
No, it's so you can throw it 10 feet, and
I
I
see.
have a +1 to hit.
It only does one
and then
square.
It's gonna be a thrown DC, and the throw DCs are pretty low, right?
Yeah.
I
think so.
Look at it. If I
Yeah. Okay. So here's, you notice that there's a message from Narla saying WIA ? Where are you at?
I respond with slept, moving on reactors now.
We're headed for the reactors now.
Any updates, he'll ask. Like they might know something about the state of the reactors or whatever.
Are you messaging them or are you calling them?
Here's his typing. Like, here's a call.
Okay.
Hey, Nala. You there? Hello?
Yes. Hello?
Hey. Hi.
Yes. So you decided to sleep.
Yeah, we took some time to recover. Any status updates on the reactors? We're about to move on them now.
It seems like Shay is close. Perhaps they must have taken time to rest. I haven't heard much from them.
Oh god, they're dead.
But it seems like they are likely close, so whatever you can do, the sooner that we get out of here, the better.
Okay, we're on it.
All right.
We'll follow up soon from our comms. Stand by.
All the speed of Wayland to you.
Closes out.
And will Wayland be with you as well? I don't know. And there we go.
And also with you.
And also with you.
All right. So you tell them that you are going to move on. You're headed out. Haven't heard anything from Shay. Could be good. Could be bad. Unclear. And
And they believe they'll explode soon, so we're on it.
could be any minute now. It seems like the place has absolutely gotten worse. More things are starting to fall occasionally from the ceiling. The light, again, is low. Hasn't come back to full. And it goes out a lot more frequently. Maybe for about 5 or 10 seconds.
Let's look for a way down. What do you say?
And here's, I forget if he can perceive through doors, but he will. Can you do that? Not really, right? Well, he has blind sense, so he can.
Yeah. You don't sense anything.
Okay.
And you would remember, too, that Chad said that as soon as the Tashtari that went down the hall disappeared into a green portal, there was also a green portal that swallowed up the one that was dead, too.
Right. I appreciate you giving Chad this ability. However, he can't do that, I think.
Good to know.
Do what?
Yeah,
see things?
I don't know if he can like on his
Communicate stuff?
own volition communicate something. Like for flavor, we do add that, and he can have a personality back. But I don't know if he can independently make the decision to communicate that to me.
Got it. Okay, good
Yeah.
to know for the future. It's fine. So, what do you guys want to do? This is a decision moment.
I think we book for the stairs or some sort of shaft or whatever. We can. I don't want to tangle in any more of these rooms if we don't have to, but the hallway seems dangerous too. So
I concur.
Let's perceive along the way to be safe.
I say we move ahead to down the hallways and stay out of the rooms until we find this stairwell.
do we go to the big hallway down the long corridor, or do we go just up
Yeah, good question.
down this sort of jaunty hallway that we saw? Do we keep pushing forward?
There's a machine on the hallway headed east. We could check out what that is on the way. Maybe that'll have something that'll help us.
That was this thing here, the
Yeah, I see.
colorful seashell.
I remember having seen it. Yeah, earlier.
I agree. We should go that way and proceed cautiously.
All right.
And
I
Rick
don't
pulls out his laser rifle.
sense anything on the other side. So yeah,
So we should
Heerz goes out.
stick to the corners. And then, so Bernice is like, spinning around. You know how she, I sent that video. Maybe we'll post it somewhere on social media, a GIF of like one of those automated luggage briefcases that like drives
You just
around.
ride around.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
You should sit on Bernice and just ride around. That'd be great.
Amazing. No, I'm not that. Well, no, I think I'm too big. I'm small, but I'm not briefcase riding size.
I don't know how tall Dr. OK is.
5
I don't
feet.
think you are.
4 or 5
I don't
feet.
think you can ride Bernice.
around.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works. That's
But
funny.
Did you say you're 5'8"? Is that right?
No, like 4'8".
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not that big.
Yeah,
Small child.
Bernice is tiny though.
Yeah.
So,
Bernice is like a
pretty-
foot by a foot.
yeah.
What? Really? That's not that big. Yeah, it's a small.
Yeah,
it's
it's not
like
big at all.
maybe
But
like an
it's
18-inch
not
briefcase.
microscopic.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
microscopic.
nano
Yeah,
sight
not
cloud thing.
not nanobot size.
There are nanobots though. That's I imagine that Bernice's skin has that sort of nano polymer to it that allows Bernice to like sort of blend in. That's part of her stealth unit.
Got it. I love it.
That's awesome.
There's some nanotech in there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
only when she's
I like it.
closed. So like, she
Yeah.
has to be like closed and calm, and then
Well,
her body goes
and then
chameleon
There's
style.
also
Just looks
like,
like a
the
briefcase.
ambulatory sort of nanobot
Yeah.
function. But anyway.
Can she become like the shape of like a tree or something, or does she could just become invisible and blend
I
in?
would say she could deform her like luggage size, but not like enough to
Sweet, so she could just become a bigger briefcase or a smaller
shrink.
briefcase.
Yeah, no, it has to be the same like mass, but it could be changes the proportions.
That's
Good to know.
Yeah, I like it though. All right, cool.
So you come out in the hall. Again, the lights are flickering even more now. There's a large crack that's running down in front of you, perpendicular to the length of the long hallway you're thinking about going down. There's a long crack that runs through, maybe just an inch or two. Seems like really started something bucked whatever. You can maybe look through a little
Could
bit.
the core, I'm going to just say, like, looking at this crack, could that core shutdown be causing this stress on the fuselage?
It seems like it could be from that. I would say maybe do an engineering check
Heerz will assist with that.
or a physical science.
Yeah, I'll assist for
Okay.
engineering.
Assisting, I assisted.
I do not assist.
So that's for, let's see, 16 plus 11 plus an assist. So 13 plus 16. That is 29.
Nice.
29, yeah. I mean, you are pretty well aware that while there might be... The reactor itself could be slightly unstable in that, like, it could be sending out vibrations, but this probably also came from originally... Well, I think you guys know why this place is also starting to shake and everything, too, is because of the steward ship, right?
Yeah, the stewards are bombarding.
Yeah, so it seems also like the steward bombardment started that. Maybe the reactors are part of that? Maybe.
No clear indication.
Yeah, but some confluence, some amalgamation of all that damage is starting this place to slowly come apart. And what's interesting is that as you look down, I'm just going to assume that maybe curiosity gets the best of you. You peek over, you turn on the flashlight on your comms device. You look down in the crack. You can't see too much, but you remember when in the first place that you woke up where your escape pods came into, you look out, you see rock. Maybe a few feet below in the crack.
That's weird.
Oh, okay. So we're right above there now.
Also
Okay.
down the hall, south of you, is still Nico's body. As a reminder.
Well, we don't have time for proper rites.
Are we leaving it here? I suppose we have to.
He would do the same for us
Yes.
if he needed to, you know.
Okay.
All right, so Rick is going to approach that long hallway very cautiously with his laser rifle out, his artillery laser, and turn that corner. And
Okay.
if he doesn't see anything, he's going to start pursuing. Moving cautiously down the hall.
Here's perceives down the hall, just in case, for a 12 perception.
Rick, you said you were doing a perception check too, or no?
Do you want me to do? I don't want to do a million perception checks. So
That's fine.
You
So-
just tell me what you want me to roll.
I don't think that you need to.
Because otherwise, I'm going to go 5 feet perception check, 5 feet perception check.
Yeah, don't do that. I would tell you I know with just one of them. So Rick starts to head down the hall. You don't notice anything. The hall itself seems pretty long. Like I said, there seems to be some swirling light or structure at the other end of the hall. It's casting light onto the ground that is constantly changing color in a pretty periodic fashion. And otherwise, nothing else about the hall seems to be of any import.
That device that you're talking about, that's that multicolored thing that we can see right now, right? That I was mentioning earlier.
That you, the players, can see, but like you can just see part of it. So, Dr. OK, though, I think maybe Dr. OK and Rick actually. Rick and Dr. OK, give me a perception check.
I rolled 11.
Okay. Dr. OK?
16 on the die plus 12. So 28.
Baller. Rick, to you, it just manifests as you're walking by, and your vision for a second, just like they're just little artifacts in your vision. It's like a little stutter. Dr. OK, maybe you. I think you notice it on your. I'm blanking on the term. Your lab, your micro lab.
A twitch notification.
Not a notification. I don't know. I'm going to message you, Will, privately. Okay, I sent you a message in Slack, Will. Just message me back. You can take your time.
Okay, this is like a physics question.
That's funny.
Oh my god, what is going on between you two?
I mean, I do want to ask the paralegals, but I just feel like it doesn't make sense to say not to. But it's fine.
Jeff said he was always on and waiting.
That's true.
It's true.
Jeff is always.
Thank you, Jeff.
Release the Jeff signal.
Release the Jeff signal.
Shine the Jeff signal into the air.
I'm gonna.
Kevin's just waiting there, like Inspector Gordon, waiting for him.
So
Just standing by
if the answer to my question is true, then I might get a +4 circumstance bonus
Good to know.
to this.
What?
Okay.
What's going on here? What is this?
I just tickled
good.
Kev's ears. Like, what rules are being broken?
Is it a slug thing? Because
All because of a perception check?
My first thing to Jeff was, "Hey, we're recording right now. Got a question." Thumbs up within like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Sorry, chemalizer is the term that we were.
Yeah.
Okay, not getting anything right now. I want to get this right, so I don't want to. If
all
he
good.
doesn't respond, I'm just going to make a call.
I think you would,
That's what I think too. But the problem is that, as I said, like from everything else that I've seen in AP / in the book, it's like yes, no. Like there's no like.
It just said, but like what kills me about it is it says or other chemical substance.
Right. Exactly. Right. It's like I don't know.
It is a chemical. It is a substance.
Yeah. I did technically get, I think it would too. From my physics knowledge from USC, I think it would
from the esteemed college that brought you
from the
University of Southern Castroville.
The University of Southern Castroville.
The football scandal. The admissions scandal.
It's not great.
There's no engineering scandals.
Even now, Will's like, I gotta take a dig.
Viterbi.
I'll get a dig in somehow, even with this college.
Scandal yet.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
What's the verdict?
It's just what we thought, which is what I said, that like, raw, it's like yes, no. So probably like explicitly no, but he's saying the same thing that we are, which is like you could interpret it as that, because it's like yes, that's what you would use anyway to detect it in our world.
It's also
right? So
like,
it's like
it's the same apparatus. Even it's got a wand
exactly
for like sampling.
Yeah. Kev will be mad, but it's fine.
I'm not even sure what I'd be mad about. It's not fair.
Will, something's going on, or Dr. OK, we're back now. Dr. OK, as you start to just turn the corner, your chemalizer starts pinging.
Rick.
And it seems like there's something going on that you can only attribute to like heightened levels of radiation, but it's not too frequent. And as you get closer to the hallway, it gets a little more. It's not dangerous. Technically, radiation in Starfinder is like has mechanical levels of low, medium, high. You're not really necessarily too far. It just seems like it's not like this area is flooded with it. It just seems like as you step closer to the hallway, you just get pings of it more and more. They're not periodic. You're not quite sure what they are or why.
I could start doing some sort of like sample of the energy level, wouldn't I?
Sure. Yeah.
So would I be able to determine if it's coming from the said reactor that we need to shut down?
I don't know that you could determine that. If anything, though, because you think, it said it's on the lower level. Could it be coming
from a man-made power source?
Yes, or
not
definitely something man-made.
Yeah, constructed.
Not on natural. On roll 20, you're not moving down the hallway, but for purposes of narrative, as you get closer to this door that's in the middle of the hallway, the pings start becoming a little more frequent. Again, not periodic, just random, but they start happening.
This door?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some radiation, but
it doesn't seem like it's a reactor type where it would be very. I feel like for a reactor, it would be more identifiable. Don't think of this because you are a nuclear tech, Kev.
Well, I'm just if we didn't have like this time constraint of like shutting down the reactors and getting the hell out of this place, I would want to explore every single room in this building.
It's a very interesting place.
But Rick hears what you're saying. He sees the door. He's gonna step away from the door. Can I do a perception check to see if there's any kind of like label?
Sure.
That's a 16 plus 6, I believe, or 22.
It's not like the other labs where they had the holographic creature. There's none of that.
There's nothing. It's just a door.
Just a door.
Yeah. Okay. Rick's gonna move past it.
Heerz just sees Rick's interesting behavior and is like, "Is something going on?" Because he doesn't know this.
I say we book it.
Why? What happened?
We gotta.
There's radiation coming from this doorway.
Let's not deal with anything with radiation.
Wait, isn't that where the reactors are then? Isn't that what we have to shut down?
Not necessarily.
All right. Okay, so we should run away from the radiation if we're trying to shut down reactors?
I think we should continue and try to find a stairway instead of entering into random rooms.
All right. I forgot that that's downstairs. Okay.
So you continue walking down the hallway.
Why isn't Bernice ahead of us?
Bernice is going to cover our flank.
That's
You start walking down the hallway, As you get closer, again, you can just tell that the colors from that object seem to be periodic.
This object?
Yeah, green,
Heerz is a computer
purple.
specialist.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to roll is 31 to see what it is.
What
If you
kind
can
of
figure that
roll?
out. Computers.
It doesn't seem like it is a computer.
Okay. Engineering for a 12 somehow, even though I have really high engineering.
Yeah. As you get closer, you can start to make out that it just seems like a box that it's projecting these colors that are soothing.
Jeez. That's not good.
That's all you get.
Don't look at it, I guess. Is there another check that I could use?
I say we try not to disturb anything, and perhaps we can just scoot by, and maybe we won't run into any jack-in-the-boxes. Just observe it. Like, my recommendation is to observe it and, try not to disturb anything.
Don't look at it, I think.
As you...
It's the Medusa of computers.
Yeah.
It literally doesn't seem like a computer. It doesn't seem like anything mechanical. It seems very weird. You're not quite sure why it's there. It's a
Can I
little
roll
odd.
mysticism on it?
Monster. Life science?
Yeah, sure. You can roll either one of those. But I'll tell you, as you get closer, then I'm going to reveal something. Because as you get closer, you can see up in front of you is an alcove.
More of these things?
Yeah, because as you step closer, they start... The two that are in front of you, maybe 20 feet, colors start to appear and swirl around those. And they illuminate a couple things. No, they illuminate a couple things. Maybe.
I rolled a 13 on mysticism.
I rolled a 20 on life science.
They don't seem to be alive, and they don't seem to have any magic. They literally just seem like they're...
Like motion sensors?
Yeah. And
That's
what's interesting
not
is
good
that...
either.
Well, not necessarily motion sensors, but they clearly use one to come on. There are white egg-like pods in this 20-foot deep alcove that's ahead of you. The pods also inside have these swirling colors, but smaller. It's like a smaller little light.
Jesus.
And it seems like that to your right, down south, there seems to be a little arch.
Just say a ladder well and let us get the hell out of here.
No, there seems to be an arch, but it seems to be burned and blackened on the arch itself, but the platform is unmarked. I'm going to show you a picture of what the egg pods ahead of you. So that arch, by the way, with the burned and blackened pod is down here. These egg-like pods are up here. And what I want you to do is, while I show you this picture, I want somebody to give me a culture check.
Okay,
This is what it looks like kind of in front of you.
I got pretty good on that.
Wow, that looks cool.
I mean, they look like the eggs from Alien, except for there's like
28.
the DNA character from Jurassic Park floating around inside of it.
Yeah, that's accurate. There were like lots of little colorful like elemental structures or something. Like
The pods from the end of it. Not to spoil X-Files, the movie, but what Mulder was in. Spoiler.
As you walk up,
I got a 20 for culture.
But
20 for culture,
but nicer and
but nicer.
colorful.
pretty. They're really colorful.
Okay.
It's like a bunch of
very nice
gushers, connected to me. Looks like that inside. I only rolled an 11 on culture.
I got a 28 culture check on it. And Bernice is up ahead of me, sort of scanning the hallways, but also like trying to clear the hallway and trying to also investigate roughly like these creature or these items. I don't know.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
With the plasma vapor cavitation pistol out.
Yeah. Okay. So you realize a couple things. Bernice looks up and sees that this hallway is pretty long. It's maybe another 20, probably another 60 feet down to the south, down here. Let me ping it. It's a long hallway. Again, the floor is cracked. The ceiling is the light is dim now, a little brighter, probably normal because of these like circling things, lights. And to the north, it seems like it extends probably, another 100 feet. And there seem to be 2 more alcoves to the north and 1 more to the south. Rick, you notice that these coloring lights are shapes. Because as you get closer, your focus comes in, and they're boxes. They seem to be little boxes. It's unclear. There are big ones that are floating in the hall, and then little ones that are in these little pods. And Dr. OK, you put it together. You realize Grace probably need a place to sleep. This is probably like a communal area where Grace can sleep or store things. Seems like it's the quarters for people who research here, the Greys who research here.
So is there any sign of Greys currently? Like they look empty or full? Or
They look empty. They look like they can fit a small creature, and they look empty.
I bet these things have like regenerative abilities. They can just hop in.
We could have just not rested.
Just sat down one of these for 5 minutes.
You would totally go in an alien machine in the hallway of this place. I don't know. Doesn't sound like something.
So Rick moves forward towards the hallway, and then I'm going to roll perception.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I got
reveal
18.
Natural 20 on a perception for nothing.
Yeah. You see a hallway.
32.
Natural 20, 32. Okay. I'm going to reveal the one down to the south first. You're able to kind of see down through it. Seems like there's some more pods, some more lights.
Is this light blue thing just in the hallway? Is that the archway you were talking about?
Yeah, the arch is scorched. Looks like it's ceramic, or it used to be. It's light blue. I'll reveal to the hallway what you see, but since the hallway's so long, you can't really see into any alcove, although Bernice said there are 2 more up here. Or Bernice relayed. But at the very far end, you do see a giant, and by giant, I mean the size of the doors into some of the other places that you've seen, but it looks very heavy airlock door.
And there's more of those archways?
Yeah, there are 2 more alcoves, and there are 2 more of these archways. They also seem to be blackened on the top.
Whereas these ones aren't.
No, those also are. All 3 that you can see in the hallway, those arches are blackened.
Are they teleporters?
Can we do some kind of check on that to see what the hell these things are?
Give me a mysticism or engineering.
18 on engineering.
Okay.
16 on mysticism if you want to take that.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Which one? Which one do you do, Kev?
I'll do mysticism. I'll do 16 on mysticism.
Okay.
I rolled a 25 on engineering.
So +2. Okay. So 18. Or no? Oh, you were you assisting Will, or were you doing your own check?
No, I'll just do engineering check.
Okay.
What do I need to roll to assist? How high does it have to be again?
If you want.
No,
Use
but
it
how
to be
high does it
10
have
if
to
you're
be?
gonna
Oh,
assist.
okay, cool. I assist. Kevin.
Okay. So 18 mysticism, 25 engineering. Yeah, these seem like they could be, like they're tall enough for small creatures. The archway might at some point. It's ceramic, so it's probably not extendable. So it seems kind of odd, but looking at just a glance and what you know, they do seem like something that can transport or portal
Yeah, it's the flu network.
creatures.
Yeah,
These are chimneys.
Yeah.
But they seem now that they're completely dysfunctional.
Oh, they no longer work?
No, that's why the arch is totally... Seems like it was probably some sort of thing it's designed to do that. Rick, as you step forward, you see again this alcove, the second one to the north. Again, 2 more pods and more of these floating boxes. You think now you're like, these probably store, maybe they put things here if they had things. I haven't seen a Gray having a pocket. So maybe there's some sort of storage and this is where they sleep and then they can use these things. It seems very odd.
And
Rick's going to walk up to this one closest to him and just take a closer look at it. Is there anything, like, is there a way to open it? Is there something in it? Or is it just...
The boxes are just floating. slowly moving in a spiral, occasionally turning in a different axis. Seems like you just put them in there and they just start to float.
Oh, so if you like took one in, if it's like a floating shelf.
Yeah, it's like storage. Exactly. It's a shelf.
So Rick will reach forward and grab one of the boxes then.
Okay.
It's a mimic.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just in the theme of everything. I was just thinking it's a mimic, and then
How cool would it be
opens
to
up and
have like a storage apparatus that maintained a vortex of floating packages and things? Like, oh, I'm just going to throw my pen into this vortex and I'll just grab it later.
I was thinking like put it on your
Like your
front
beer.
porch and like
Yeah.
freak out the Amazon delivery guy.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
someday in the future, guys, it's going to be great.
We're going to be in the future one day, yeah. So you reach in. You pull out a box. It's purple. You're holding it in your hand. Maybe it's 4 inches by 4 inches by 4 inches. It's a little square. The vortex doesn't change. The physics of it doesn't change. You just pull it out of the stream and you're holding this box. Feels lightweight,
Candy.
but overall it seems like it's just a box. Sounds like there might be something in it has a little weight to it. The material is lightweight, but it seems like there could be something inside.
Is there a way to open it?
There seems to be a top, and there's like a lip.
Yeah, what kind of packaging?
It's just it's a piece of lightweight metal that's purple. Sorry,
Rick will open
it's not purple once you pull it out. Once you pull it out, it just assumes kind of a gray color. Once you put it in, it adopts a color.
Rick's gonna open the box.
What's
in the box?
What's in the box? What's in
Yeah.
the box?
What's in the box? You open the box. Opens soundlessly. Couple things.
Oh boy, look.
The first thing that is odd is that there seems to be like the biggest thing is this piece of wood, and it looks like a spindle, and it has 7 flat sides with all these markings on it.
It's a dreidel?
It's kind of a dreidel, but it has more sides to it. And Rick, for some reason, you instantly know that the figures on it are the Yosoki numbers 1 through 7. And you're like, weird. You know that this is a randomizer for gambling, for a board game or a gambling game. Unsettling though that you recognize it. You feel like there's a memory attached to it. It's just out of reach. But then the other weird thing, there seems to be some sort of knick-knack. And then there's another knick-knack. And then there's another
They're
weird little thing.
tokens of us.
I can't say that they're necessarily tokens of you, but they do seem to be personal belongings. Like an earring. And then a ring.
A tail ring.
Are these all Yosoki related, or they just seem... Okay, here's my theory on it, is the Greys are just creepy assholes that steal stuff from people. And this is where they put it.
They seem like they are objects that if you trace their origin or look at their feeling, it feels like they could be from all over the Pact Worlds in their space.
It's like that idea that like you lose something right in your house, it just goes missing and you never see it again. It's that, but like the idea is that the Greys are the ones that are taking it from you.
Wow.
Like they like infiltrate your house and they snatch something small and stupid.
Very creepy.
And they take them and they just put them in these boxes that float.
Are all the boxes roughly the same size and dimension?
They do seem to be roughly the same size and dimension.
John.
And it seems like... Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, is that tail ring grass tail ring, but just by a random chance?
No. I think he found grass tail ring in the gym.
Yeah.
But they didn't like take it later
No.
after his supposed death.
I mean, like, that doesn't look like it's grass
Okay.
tail ring.
Got it. Damn.
Nail ring. All right, got it. Thank you.
Rick's gonna grab a second box and open it up.
As you grab a second box, you open it up. There's one thing. It's a small metal disc, maybe about half an inch or an inch and a half in diameter, maybe about half an inch thick. It's metal. It's curved, so it's like a toroid, except there's no hole in the middle. So it's like has a curved outside and then a flat edge on the top and the bottom. Smooth.
Like a coin?
Yeah, but thick.
Okay.
Like a pog slammer.
Yeah. Pog slammer.
There's no
Castrovillian pog slammer.
That's what it is, yeah. Are there any markings on it or anything?
No, there's nothing.
Okay. Can I sense anything from it? It's just a piece of metal?
Yeah, maybe there's a weird little pull in the back of your mind. There's like something that's like, you should just grab it.
I should what?
Just take this. Take this.
grab
Take this.
Not in a bad way, just like there's like an invitation in the back of your head.
Can I do mysticism on it?
It's just a hunch, dude. It's just a feeling. It's not a mysticism.
Well, I rolled a mysticism 19.
It's a mystic hunch.
It's just a metal object you have a hunch about.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Nope.
What do
Rick's
you
not
got
touching
there, Rick?
And he's just gonna open, like, hold both boxes open towards you and be like, I have no idea these look like personal items, and this one's telling me to touch it.
Maybe there are test subjects as things.
It's not telling you to touch it. It's just like in the back of your head, you're like, I want to touch it. I'm not going to make you roll anything for it. It's just a little thing.
Nope. Not touching it.
Should we keep going through these boxes, or are we gonna... Do we think there's anything of value in them?
I don't, from what I've seen, no. I say we move forward.
I quite agree.
But I'm torn because I just want to go through everything.
Yeah.
I want to I want to
asked
understand.
that only because I know Kev's like, man, we need to really go through all these boxes and see
I
how
would go
many...
through every last box.
If you want to
play
take the
Skyrim,
time to go
Kevin.
through it,
How much time would it take?
you can just quickly start to open
No,
boxes
but like that's
here.
what I'm saying. Is like Kevin would. Rick does not. Rick's moving forward. He has no time.
It won't take you long to like, there aren't so many boxes. Like, it won't take you long if you want to go through it. If you don't, that's fine too.
I want to.
I mean, it's one of those-
The rogue in me wants to.
Dr. K
Lord
would
and
be
I-
curious.
I'm always curious to see what's in these boxes.
Lord and I are rewatching Iron Fist, and in one of the episodes, there's a whole thing about like junk patents.
Mhm.
It's a brother and sister, like business person, and they're like, she's leaving the company and she's taking all the junk patents. And somebody makes a comment like, junk. The key word there is junk, like the junk patents. And the brother is like, no, there's one of these patents is not junk. And that's how I feel. That's what you're doing to us right now. Like, these are just boxes full of junk, except one of them has an ability crystal or something in it. Like,
All right. I mean,
If you want to look, I can tell you
Let's
the
do
things
it.
that seem the most significant.
let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think.
'Kay.
Here's walks up to one of these, and he's ready.
Do you look in just this alcove, or do you look in the
I say we take
I
the
look in
time and
both.
look in the ones that we can see.
Okay, so all of them except the top one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
You take a second, you walk through. Again, it seems like more curious objects. Seems to be other personal effects, maybe a piece of cloth, something weird. There does seem to be two other things. You find one in the alcove that you found this disc. That was the only item of like super big note other than the spindle. In the one directly to the south, you find this coil of like silk string. It seems like as thick as, a single human hair. But you estimate, gosh, this thing's 40 to 50 feet long, wrapped up. And when you hold it, it seems very soft. But if you do an engineering check, you realize that this thing has some properties to where it's probably immune to a couple different types of damage. It seems like it has a pretty good, like it's a pretty
substantial.
tough. Yeah. Even though it's so thin.
Some sort of microcord.
Yeah, microcord.
Yeah, some sort of microcord. And then in the one to the far south, you see this hinged clip. Like one of the big paper clips that the binder clips, right? And on the side of one of the edges that you would clip onto something, it says the olfactory nose.
The olfactory or the old factory?
The olfactory nose.
A smell, then. Okay.
And it seems like a clip, and it seems like it's been put on noses. It's like shaped a little bit as if it's like you put it
nose.
on. No, it's clearly designed to do something. It seems like you're supposed to put it on your nose and then something happens. But it's just called the olfactory nose.
Let's take it.
Can we try it?
Sure. Who wants to try it?
Bernice doesn't have a nose, but could she use it?
You could clip it on Bernice. Nothing happens. You don't pick up anything from Bernice.
I guess Dr. OK will try it. Does it seem innocuous enough? Like I could take it off?
Yeah. It seems like it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you take it.
Mm-hmm.
Tentacle.
Put it on my tentacle orifice of where my olfactory
senses are. Yeah. It seems like when you put it on, the shape almost kind of conforms to whatever the opening is where you would sense.
Okay.
And when you do, your nose is immediately filled almost instantaneously. And you get this impression that settles over you. And that's okay.
Yeah.
You're not dead.
I don't even know what to make of that.
Well, it was nice. A nice change of pace not to have a battle for once. That was cool. Very interesting.
Until the beginning of next episode. Yeah. He's like,
when Dr.
OK turns on
into a zombie or something. Yeah.
Shoots you in the face.
Rick is so risk averse.
You would be too after all of this.
I agree. I totally agree.
We're just shuddering around like every single corner at this moment.
Hey there, this is John Swan. I can't say it enough. Thank you to everyone. Thank you for last week coming to join in our little anniversary celebration on Twitter Spaces and then on our Discord. We had a great time talking with all of you and then playing a little Jackbox. Just thank you for listening every week, for being supporters, for coming on our Discord, just for enjoying the show and being at the table. Thank you. It's been a wonderful first year. The second year is going to be hot. So get excited. Got a lot of cool things coming. Come talk to us. Let us know. Hang out with us on Discord. Leave us a review or just enjoy it every Will Save Wednesday like you do. Until then, we'll see you next Will Save Wednesday.